all are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing for more updates. Thank you. Former President Donald Trump on Monday requested the Supreme Court to block a judge's order that the IRS provide years of his tax returns to the House Ways and Means Committee later this week. The request to prolong the execution of the judicial order pending a planned appeal got here days after Trump lost an attempt to reverse the order at a federal appeals court. This case raises essential questions about the separation of powers that will have an effect on each and every future, President Trump's legal professionals stated in their emergency utility to Chief Justice John Roberts. The Chief Justice has authority over such petitions from cases arising from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit. Trump's legal professionals requested the courtroom to act by way of Wednesday to prolong an appeals courtroom ruling that cleared the way for the IRS to supply the tax returns on Thursday. The extent would provide Trump time to formally ask the excessive court to hear an appeal of the ruling. But the legal professionals additionally stated the Supreme Court may want to reflect on consideration on Monday submitting itself a request to hear the case. The submitting accused the committee of making an attempt to get Trump's tax returns entirely for the reason of releasing them to the public and now not for assessment of IRS audits of presidents, as the House panel has stated. Trump's legal professional William Consovoy and a spokeswoman for the Ways and Means Committee did now not right away reply to requests for comment. If the Supreme Court provides Trump's application, it may want to thwart the Democratic-controlled committee from receiving the returns for a number of extra years at the very least. A Supreme Court case difficult, the order may want to take months or longer to resolve. And if Republicans regain majority manage in the House of Representatives in the upcoming midterm elections, earlier than the Supreme Court case is resolved, they are expected to give up the Ways and Means Committee's 3-year-long bid to get Trump's tax returns. That committee has sought Trump's tax files and these of associated enterprise entities as section of an investigation of how the Internal Revenue Service audits presidential tax returns. The IRS, which is a division of the Treasury Department, is legally mandated to audit the annual tax returns of sitting presidents. The committee sued to gain Trump's federal returns for the years from 2015 through 2020, after then Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin refused to comply with the committee's request. The Trump appointee Mnuchin stated that the panel did now not have an official legislative purpose. Last December, Washington, D.C., federal courtroom judge Trevor McFadden, who was once appointed by way of Trump, dominated that the Treasury Department had to flip over the tax returns as requested. McFadden stated that even if the committee's request used to be politically motivated, as Trump has argued, its chairman had noted a valid legislative purpose in looking for the returns, as the regulation required. Trump then appealed McFadden's ruling to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit. In August, a 3-judge panel on that appeals court docket unanimously dominated in opposition to Trump. The panel referred to that whilst tax returns are usually private below federal law, one exception is when the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee requests such returns in writing from the Treasury Department's secretary. The chairman has recognized an official legislative cause.